Welcome to Sweet Tea with Coach Key. No slime, no grime, straight sugar. Real life stories of inspiration, perseverance, and prosperity. I hope you have your teacups ready. We have the sugar.
Hi and welcome. I am so thankful that the holiday has passed. I had a wonderful Christmas. I'm so thankful for our family, and it was just really a time to reflect for me. I really appreciate the privilege of still being here. A couple years ago, my nephew actually passed away on the day after Christmas, so it would have been today. And it was a really tough time for me in my life, just outside of that situation. So it was really tough for me to get beyond that. And I found myself in a really tough spot, like day in and day out, not being able to sleep, just really stressed and really low. Since finding out the passing of my nephew. And finally, I just decided to really dig into some self-care. And I remember I used to read my Bible, and I used to I wrote it on my mirror in my bathroom that the Lord's ways are not my ways, because I could not understand how could this child be taken away. And he was a twin, and he was a gorgeous baby, and all these things, and I just could not wrap my head around it. So the only thing I knew to do was to, one, seek God. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna say that it did not work, but the result of my seeking God was not immediate. It took time. It took effort. It took a lot of picking myself up from a really low place. And as I look back, I can tell that it was Him all along that was placing light to my feet, telling me what to do, because He knew that this situation was going to come. He knew that He was going to call my nephew home. But I remember working at this firm. I was an executive assistant for the regional director. And I remember it wasn't a ton of money. A big title, but not a ton of money. And I hadn't seen such little money in a long time. And I knew I needed to, the first of the month was coming up, and I knew that we needed to pay our rent. And I think I just had a little bit of change. And I told my husband, I said, look, we are about to go on a road trip. We're going to go to the beach. And I'm going to let all of this out on the water, and I'm going to let it out. When I tell you on my way home, like the next day when I got home, I kind of felt, I did not cry at his funeral, because I had let it go. I was able to release it and fully let it go. So I'm not sure what your self-care looks like, or what extent you would have to go to fully take care of yourself and let some things go, especially stepping into the new year, especially stepping into today. If you said some things, done some things, someone said some things to you, done some things to you, the weight of it all is one that you have to carry, because you're holding on to it. There was a heavy burden I was carrying, and I really wanted to let it go, Let it go for the sake of our future, our happiness, being fulfilled. It's a really tough situation to be in an uphill fight with life, with stuff working against you. But in order to make it to the other side, you have to go through the tunnel. You have to go through it in order to make it to the other side. And you will prevail. You will succeed. You will make it through it. But just know that you have to do the work in order to make it out on the other side. Now, years later, I'm good. I'm good. I can reach out to my sister and love on her and love on my mom, because I'm in a healing place, and it's like that with so many other instances in my life. Hence why I'm a coach and I'm a speaker, because I've put in the work to overcome, and I have came out on the other side of so many different situations. So that's why it is my duty and my purpose to share everything, be totally vulnerable and share these things with other women so that we can make it out on the other side. No matter what it looks like, no matter, how heavy it is, just know that you can make it out on the other side. And make that commitment to yourself for the upcoming new year that you will. The way may not be all the way revealed to you, but you will make it out on the other side.